Good morning out here in the West Coast, out here in the West Sea. We're here with smoke sports here. When we like to smoke, we like to party. You know, people say where there's smoke, there is fire. Always. But it is Saturday, the 24th of February. Just think, February's almost done. We're in the Ides of March. March Madness is coming up. We have St. Patrick's Day coming up. Spring is around the corner. I know it doesn't feel like spring because, there's weird weather patterns. I mean, today it's going to be 70 degrees out here in California. Last weekend we were probably like 50 degrees and it was raining and pouring and thunderstorming. But we got some great college basketball to talk about today. We got MLB spring training to talk about. We have college baseball we will get into. The NBA has a very slim, and I mean slim, we're talking 3 games today here on the NBA docket. We have 3 games. So we're not going to spend too much time talking about the NBA. We'll talk a little about NHL. Obviously, we have the English Premier League right now, the German Bundesliga. If you love the soccer, you love the soccer. Like I said, we have there's hockey out here. There's college hockey as well. There's college baseball, and there's a lot of sports to be had and to actually get down and dive into it here. So today we're going to take, since I haven't really spent some time this week, we're going to spend some time specifically talking about the games here. And one early game in particular I want to get into before we start building the hype here is this Baylor-Houston game. Baylor's at home here. Let's get the numbers down. Let's get the numbers before, 1 minute to I'm not betting this game, but I love Houston today. Now, can Baylor pull an upset? Yeah. I mean, any team can pull an upset on any given time a team steps on the floor. I just feel like Houston is a better team right now than Baylor, but doesn't mean that Baylor will not give Houston a game at home today. And so that's why I said I think this is the best game right now. Obviously, noon time for you East Coasters, 9 a.m. for us West Coast people. And if you're in Hawaii, it's only 7 a.m., okay? So you're basically eating some Spam and eggs right now. All right? So another game I like very much here is tipping off right now is College of Charleston and Townsend here. 2 good teams in their respective conferences. Townsend plays very well at home. College of Charleston always seems to have a good basketball squad. That's just to name a few games. Obviously, there's some other games that we will get into. Obviously, Missouri, Arkansas is tipping off, and so is Notre Dame and Syracuse. I mean, I could have got them on here a little bit earlier, but, hey. We're trying to be strategic on how we're going to win today because we've been getting it really close. Me and my sister have been getting it really damn close. Well, yesterday, we actually cashed out to save ourselves, to save ourselves, to say the least. But we've kind of had our pulse upon the NBA right now pretty good here. College baseball, I'd say, one day we got them all right. Ever since, we haven't done nothing. Yesterday was kind of as far as Major League Baseball, as far as spring training. Those games are going to be on at 10 o'clock here today. We'll run down the slate there. We got, like I said, we got a full slate here of college basketball. We got Albany versus UMass Lowell here. Central Arkansas, Eastern Kentucky, Chattanooga, Citadel. A lot of these games you're probably like, well, I don't even care. Which I, would tend to agree with you. Maryland, Baltimore County, the Pound Puppies taking on New Hampshire. We got Vanderbilt, the Commodores taking on the 24 ranked Florida Gators. Western Carolina against VMI. William & Mary, Stony Brook, BYU, and Kansas State. Will be a good game there. It would be tipping off at 11 o'clock hour my time here. Obviously 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We have Boston College, NC State. Central Connecticut, Sacred Heart. We got Duke here. Duke is road underdogs here against Wake Forest today. Very interesting there. Why? I don't know. East Carolina, Rice. We have Eastern Michigan, Ball State, Fairleigh Dickinson, Lamonier College, Gardner-Webb, and Asheville. High Point, Charleston Southern, Kennesaw State, and Stetson. Lehigh Lafayette. Longwood and Radford. Interesting matchup between these two schools here. Radford came on the road earlier this week, and they were shooting the lights out against Gardner-Webb. So can they come home and take down the Longwood here? But every time I bet against Longwood here, they've always come to New Jersey IT against Maine. Well, we're not picking IT anymore. They screwed us over. And I'm not picking North Carolina AT&T Company here. You know, they couldn't even cover yesterday. Plus 12 and a half. I mean, I doubt they're going to cover that. And then we got North Dakota, the Battle of North Dakota here. North Dakota versus North Dakota State. We have Oral Roberts, South Dakota. St. Francis, PA versus Stonehill. Very interesting, interesting game to say the least. Texas State and Georgia State. South Carolina Upstate and Winthrop. We have Washington, Arizona. West Virginia, Iowa State here. Iowa State's putting that home undefeated record on the line here today against West Virginia. Wofford versus Furman. Iowa, Illinois, number 12, the Fighting Illini, Big Ten action. We have Buffalo, Western Michigan, St. Bonaventure, UMass. Cincinnati, TCU, some Big 12 basketball. East Tennessee State versus Sanford. George Washington, St. Louis. Here's a game we definitely like. Here's St. Thomas of Minnesota versus the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. Jackrabbits are favored -5 here, but St. Thomas of Minnesota is a formidable basketball unit. Utah Tech and University of Texas Arlington, Central Michigan, Miami, Ohio, Southern Alabama, Arkansas State. I like this one here. South Carolina, underdogs against Ole Miss. Ole Miss got the dog snot beat out of them by their rival, Mississippi State. And South Carolina, they've kind of been reeling a little bit. So I kind of feel a little bit of fight back here for South Carolina today here. I like that. I like South Carolina money line a lot today. Troy versus Louisiana Monroe, Air Force, New Mexico. We got HBCU action, Alabama A&M and Bethune-Cookman. Alabama State, Florida A&M. Another big game I like today here in the afternoon, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 1 o'clock afternoon. Number 13 ranked Alabama coming into Kentucky to play at Rump Arena. Alabama is the road underdogs here, but Kentucky has been playing very well as of late, so going to be a great game in the afternoon. Cal Irvine versus UC San Diego. The Tridents are very good here. Obviously the Anteaters of Irvine, seem to be a little bit better team now. I mean, but I don't know. San Diego Tridents have always been pretty solid for me so far this season. So I don't know. We might look to go there. Delaware State and South Carolina State. You really don't want to go there. Eastern Illinois, Tennessee Tech. Georgia Tech and Miami, Florida. Should be an interesting basketball game there. Grand Canyon, Abilene Christian, the Battle of Christian Universities. Idaho U and Northern Arizona. Jackson State, Alcorn State. Maryland, Eastern Shore, North Carolina Central. Morgan State and Howard. Norfolk State and Coppin State. We have North Alabama versus Bellarmine. North Carolina, number 10 ranked North Carolina versus Virginia. Battle of Oklahoma here. Oklahoma taking on Oklahoma State and Stillwater. Stephen F. Austin versus Utah Valley. Texas A&M Commerce versus Nicholls State here. Obviously, Commerce and Incarnate Word have 8 players that were suspended this week because after the game they wanted a handshake and then they wanted to have a brawl. Texas Tech, number 23 ranked on the road here, +1 here against Central Florida here. Interesting matchup there. Interesting matchup to say the least. Texas San Antonio and North Texas, Valparaiso, Murray State, Arkansas Little Rock versus Lindenwood, George Mason, Loyola Chicago, North Carolina Greensboro, Mercer, New Orleans, Southeast Louisiana, Northwestern State, Houston Christian, Ohio, Northern Illinois, Southern Illinois, University of Edwardsville versus Tennessee State. We got Southern Indiana versus Western Illinois, Tennessee Martin, Southeast Missouri State, California Baptist taking on Tarleton State. Incarnate Word +25. Yeah, going to be down a bunch of players here against McNeese State. McNeese should probably handle those. And I know minus 25 is a little scary number. But have no fear. McNeese will take care of you today. We got James Madison against Georgia Southern, Oregon State and Stanford, Lipscomb and Austin Peay, Virginia Tech and Pittsburgh, Appalachian State Marshall, Auburn, Georgia, Brown versus Cornell. Brown got a big victory yesterday here. Cornell obviously got a victory against Yale here, much better fair to foe. Davidson and Richmond should be an interesting Atlantic 10 matchup. Drake versus Northern Iowa here. Drake should be the better team, but Northern Iowa tends to play better at home. But we'll see today. Georgetown, DePaul, battle of the not-so-good teams in the Big East. Jacksonville State versus Florida International. Missouri State, Belmont. We have Princeton versus Dartmouth. Texas versus number 9, Kansas here. So that should be an interesting matchup in Rock Chalk Jayhawk country. University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley versus Seattle U. We have Yale and Columbia, Grambling and Southern. Going to be a good matchup there in HBCU. Prairie View A&M and Arkansas Pine Bluff. Bryant versus Vermont. Coastal Carolina Old Dominion. Elion Muss College versus Hofstra. Oregon versus Cal. We have Harvard taking on Pennsylvania. We got Queens of North Carolina taking on Florida Gulf Coast. Texas A&M Corpus Christi Lamar. Texas Southern Mississippi Valley State. Let's see. Louisiana Lafayette and Southern Miss. Boise State Wyoming. Western Kentucky. Middle Tennessee State. Florida State Clemson. Charlotte Tulsa. Number 22 ranked Colorado State on the road taking on UNLV. Eastern Washington, Northern Colorado. Illinois State Bradley. Nebraska Omaha versus University of Missouri Kansas City. Sacramento State taking on Montana State. Texas A&M taking on number 5 ranked Tennessee Volunteers. University of Illinois Chicago versus Indiana State. Villanova versus number 1 UConn. Number 21 ranked Washington State taking on Arizona State. Weber State Idaho State. Butler Seton Hall. Mississippi State LSU. Cal State Northridge. Cal State Fullerton. Louisiana Tech New Mexico State. Portland State Montana. Sam Houston State UTEP. Utah Colorado. Loyola Marymount Pacific. Pepperdine San Francisco. San Diego State number 19 ranked Aztecs taking on Fresno State. San Diego, the Toros are going to play St. Mary's, the number 18 ranked St. Mary's. Santa Clara plays Gonzaga tonight. UC Davis goes down to Bakersfield, California. UC Riverside takes on those Cal Poly Slow. And last but not least, we have USC versus UCLA. Used to be a good matchup here as far as quality, big Los Angeles universities. Not so much this season. I mean, maybe USC has the better advantage than UCLA. Long Beach State versus Hawaii. So that closes out that is basically your day of basketball here. So let's just get into it here. Let's see what we have going on here as far as live updates here. And as we do that here, we're gonna take we'll take what we call the smoke break here. We're taking our smoke break here. Looks like Northeastern minus 14.5 here. Houston's numbers rose to 4 here, so looks like Houston's come out hot the gates. Penn State minus 4.5. Missouri and Arkansas line is closed here, and Notre Dame and Syracuse. And like I said, we'll look at the NBA right now. Not very much for the NBA. It's slim here. All right, we got the Magic here versus the Pistons. We have Celtics and Knicks, and we have the Brooklyn Nets visiting the Minnesota Timberwolves here. Now, I mean, do we give the Detroit Pistons a shot to win tonight here at home against the Orlando Magic? Or I should say 5 o'clock here. So it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. out here in the West. I don't know. I don't know if I could trust Detroit here. I mean, a little scary. The Knicks here playing at home, Madison Square versus the Celtics here. Celtics have been playing really well, but, you know, I wouldn't put past the Knicks to play pretty tough at home here. So, and Brooklyn Nets versus Timberwolves, I don't even want to. I mean, do the Nets keep it? You know, I know they have a new coach. They didn't win their first game. Maybe they play a little bit better here in game number 2 for the new head coach here, or it's going to be business as usual, losing at the office and letting the young Timberwolves, who are at the top, and they're one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the West right now. So I would not want to bet my money against the Timberwolves. All right, so now that we have that underway here, let's go to we'll talk about baseball. We'll go into baseball now here. And we'll open up with college baseball here, because I think college baseball starts before the major league. Looks like we have Bryant taking on George Washington. We have Delaware taking on Jacksonville. George Mason versus Purdue. We have Maryland Eastern Shore and Austin Peay. Marist in South Florida. St. Bonaventure's Louisville. St. Peter's in Coppin State here. We have Siena and Appalachian State. They played yesterday. St. Thomas, Minnesota versus Southeast Missouri State. We have Washington State, Kansas. We have West Virginia, Charlotte. We have Game 1 of Pepperdine versus Western Michigan. Lehigh, Charleston Southern. Villanova versus Davidson. Belmont versus number 21 ranked South Carolina. Kennesaw State versus number 10 ranked Clemson Tigers. We have a battle of ranked teams here. North Carolina versus East Carolina. We have Northern Illinois versus number 3 ranked LSU. Northern Kentucky, Georgia. Western Carolina, Florida State. Cal Poly Tech, number 16 ranked Longhorns of Texas. Boston College, University of Texas Arlington. Georgia Southern, Mississippi State. Joe Gonzaga versus Vanderbilt, number 6 ranked Vanderbilt. Number 23 ranked Indiana taking on Baylor. Maryland versus Pittsburgh. Northwestern versus number 12 Duke baseball. Ohio State, Arizona State. Rutgers, Old Dominion. University of California, Irvine and Tulane. Valparaiso versus Alabama Crimson Tide, number 17 ranked. Ball State versus Coastal Carolina, number 25 ranked. Dayton Flyers are taking on the number 1 ranked Wake Forest Demon Deacons. We have another battle of ranked teams here. Number 18, Iowa, taking on number 14 ranked Virginia Cavaliers. Then we have the number 7 ranked Oregon Beavers taking on Michigan, the Wolverines. We got Kentucky taking on Texas State. We have number 20 ranked UCLA Bruins against the number 5 ranked TCU Horned Frogs. We got University of Connecticut versus Cal Berkeley. Penn State versus Stanford. Columbia versus number 4 ranked Florida Gators. High Point and Ole Miss. Sanford and Central Florida. St. John's and Houston. Number 2 ranked Razorbacks of Arkansas versus Oklahoma State. Fresno State, Cal Fullerton. Nebraska, Grand Canyon. Cal State Bakersfield versus San Diego State. Number 22 ranked Santa Barbara, the Gauchos taking on Sacramento State. Arizona taking on San Diego. And Portland U versus the University of Southern Cal. So those are your games here for college baseball today. Let's get into the spring training here. Let's get to spring training baseball. We're going through a relentless gauntlet here of rundowns here. We got the Braves here. Braves are actually underdogs today against the Tampa Bay Rays. I believe the game's going to be at Tampa. We have the Red Sox versus the Orioles. Red Sox are the plus money on the money line. Yankees plus are the minus 105 here on the money line today against the Tigers. The Pittsburgh Pirates and the Minnesota Twins. Pirates are plus 126 on the money line as underdogs. Phillies are the underdogs against the Blue Jays today. Chicago Cubs, after a big win against their crosstown foes, the Chicago White Sox, play the San Francisco Giants today. They're probably playing in Arizona. Cincinnati Reds and the Cleveland Guardians. Reds are the underdogs. The Mariners and the White Sox. I probably would take the Mariners today. White Sox did not do very good yesterday. Rangers and Royals, I took the over 10. They went 9 runs, and Rangers won by 1 run. And we have Dodgers and the Los Angeles Angels here. Battle of SoCal. We have the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. And last but not least, the Houston Astros and the Washington Nationals. All right, let's get into some hockey. We'll talk about hockey, and then we'll get back into what we like to call college. Oh, we already got a hockey game underway. St. Louis Blues and the Detroit Red Wings are underway here. They are underway right now here. And we also have the Montreal Canadiens and the New Jersey Devils. Canadiens are road dogs. Lightning versus the Islanders. Basically getting minus 110 for each team here. Then we have the Rangers and the Philadelphia Flyers. We have the Washington Capitals, who's been playing pretty well for us here, and doing really well as far as taking NHL teams for us here. Capitals have been riding high, but I don't know. They're going into Florida, who tends to play very well. Then we have the Ottawa Senators taking on the Vegas Golden Knights here. The Golden Knights kind of struggle a bit here. The Ottawa Senators, I believe they got a win. So then we have Boston Bruins and Vancouver Canucks here. Boston Bruins, I mean, here is where I lie value here. I lie values with the Capitals here on the road. And Vegas Golden Knights here. Yeah, sometimes but I like them today. And the minus 103, just like I like the minus 103 with the Bruins here. And Maple Leafs against Avalanche. I mean, Avalanche should be the better team, but they have not shown that they're the better team this year. Toronto is playing like the better team this year. So getting the plus 102 here with Maple Leafs would be a play that I would enjoy today. Stars versus Hurricanes. Hurricanes should handle business against the Stars, but the Stars are a formidable hockey squad. Then we have the Wild and the Seattle Kraken. We have the Nashville Predators taking on San Jose Sharky Shark. And I say this in the most kindest way possible. The Sharky Shark is not the shark this year. It's more like a guppy. They are not playing like a shark this year. They're a bottom feeder. They're like a carp, okay? They're playing like a carp, okay? A carp doesn't care. A carp's not very dangerous. But a carp likes to eat up all garbage, okay? Eats the garbage. And that's what we call the San Jose Sharks this year. Then we have the Calgary Flames, Edmonton Oilers, and the Battle of LA, the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Or I like to call them the Mighty Ducks, versus the Los Angeles Kings. So I mean that's what we got here as far as our sports here today here on the docket here. I mean, obviously there is soccer. There's soccer, but we mostly stick to our guns and what we know best, and that is college basketball. And that is college basketball here today. So, without further ado, here we're gonna take our time to smoke here a little bit. Here, we're gonna smoke a toke here, and then we're build our hype here. As I always like to say, I like to build the hype. I like to get pumped up here. I like to listen to some music to kind of get my creativeness flowing here, trying to get my goodness. I try to, and then don't mind my nose here. It likes to drip in the morning here. That's what happens when you get older and you get allergies. Your nose just starts dripping like a damn faucet, and then people think you're sick. No, not sick. Just have allergens. But we are definitely all right. So without further ado, we are gonna play some music, and we're just gonna chill and relax. So if anybody if anybody if anybody in their right mind has any money, wants to talk about the games today. Obviously, one of the bigger games is on right now that I like today. Love the Houston Cougars all the way, taking on Baylor, the Baylor Bears. But I like the Houston Cougars, like my man All Star who just stepped in the building. My man All Star who just stepped in the building here. We won a little bit yesterday. Not so much player props, but I had to cash out because the Memphis Grizzlies, didn't want to finish business here. And Memphis Grizzlies could have finished off the Clippers yesterday, but let the Clippers take them down. Oh yeah, it's H-Town. It's H-Town. Hey man, the Rockets won last night against the Suns, a big victory. You got Houston playing in Waco, Texas against Baylor today. I mean, and then you got the Astros playing later today, playing the Nationals, their first game of the season. So we got a lot of sports, man. I hope you're doing well, All Star. Hopefully, man, you're chilling, you're vibing, and like I said, we're about to smoke, about to put on some music. We're about to go through some games. I'm trying to build my parlay right now. Trying to wet my palate here of what I want to win today because I've been pretty pissed off, and it's not at the NBA. I'll say this: I'm very pissed off about college basketball. I feel like some of these teams just ain't showing up. I mean, they showed up in the beginning of the season, but now as the season's kind of winding down, we have 2 Saturdays, this Saturday and next Saturday, and then it's basically conference tournament, and then we're getting ready for March Madness. So, I don't know. Some teams that, have been dominant have just, I don't know, been shit in the bed as of late. It just really fucking me hardcore. And teams that shouldn't win are winning, and teams that should win are losing. And it's very irritable. Very irritable. I mean, I'll just say this. Major League Baseball spring training is the most dicey shit you could bet on. So I would tread lightly as far as trying to bet spring training. It is, for me, you're either betting the money lines or you're betting the over-under. You think a team's either going to score a lot of runs or they're not going to score runs, or you think a team is going to outright win. Right now it is very tough to tell because there's really going to be no consistency as far as spring training. So you're going to have a bunch of different pitchers. It's not like you're getting a starting pitcher and he's pitching 5 innings. Starting pitchers may be pitching 2 innings maybe, just so they don't throw the guy's arm out, but get guys loose again, get guys used to throwing the ball again, and guys hitting the ball, seeing the ball again, getting some of your younger players some more time, and getting some players that you try to develop or try to hopefully will make the team or make the their I don't know, their practice squad, or I don't know, you get signed to their minor league affiliate or something. I don't know. It's just too early to bet baseball, in my opinion. I mean, if you're betting college baseball, it's different because it's actually the season. But I don't know shit and crapola about it. And yesterday we kind of crapped on us. But it doesn't mean that you can't bet it. It doesn't mean that there's no value there. You just gotta kind of, I just say do your own homework. All right. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like doing their own homework here, and it's really tough to. Got that bid, man. Got that bid. Yep. We just chilling, man. We just chilling, like I said, man. We're just hanging out with my man All Star right now from Houston, Texas. I think in September sometime, bro. We got San Antonio, and my sister's gonna try to see if we can get Houston too. So, that means, man. That means. I mean, there's some guys that do sports betting. They're called Pub Sports on YouTube. They actually have a bar and shit where they go out, and especially with March Madness, where they all meet up and shit. So, I like a couple of those guys. There's one dude that's like Cabby. He's really cool. He smokes weed and shit. I want to say he pitched. I want to say he pitched and shit like some sort of college or something. And then there's some other guys really cool. Smokes. There's a bunch of guys that like college. There's guys like man Jose Beckett. He's. I mean, I'm telling you, he's a good guy, good dude. Solid dudes. They talk sports. They obviously have a lot of more better bankroll than me than betting, and a lot better than I am. But they're good people. They're from Texas. I like to shout them out. Even though I have no affiliation with these guys. I don't want to. I just feel like they're good guys that like to talk sports. They're cool. They're chill. I mean, I try to resonate with people that resonate like me. I'm a very passionate person when I watch sports. I'm not somebody that sits there and goes, yeah. I mean, have you ever seen people when you watch sports and they're just like, it's like you're like at a fucking golf tournament. Please, no noise. And that's what we're doing here. We're talking sports here. And like I said, I talk sports. I can't bring a big audience in. I can't help that people. I can't keep people in here. If people want to come in, you come in. You want to leave, you leave. I mean, there is no hostage situations here. I hold no one hostage. And if I'm not your cup of tea, please just keep it pushing. Don't sit here and want to throw those side jabs and throw your little 2 cents in here and act like you're part of the show when you're not. You just play in the background. You're just a falsetto. And I ain't talking about the dream R&B. But that's what we do. I sit here and talk sports. And yeah, am I the greatest person to talk about sports? Am I the most energetic person to talk about sports? But I feel I'm pretty entertaining. Pretty, gravitate to things. And I can't literally show the games because obligations by, the NCAA or NBA. And that's what people want. People want you, like, if I showed every game, like, if I sat here and started streaming hella games and shit, I would have hella people, but I would also be canceled and have to make a bunch of accounts. But see, that's the problem. People rather gravitate towards people that maybe just because they have cool bells and whistles and shit like that, they don't realize that those people aren't real. Those people are fake. These people are just trying to be a character. They're trying... I mean, I understand. You want to be a character out here? That's cool. I ain't a character. I'm a human being. I'm a man. I got my own feelings, and I just try to be me. I'm not over here to fucking make you happy or make everyone happy. That's not my point. My point is just to put out content, so I have stuff to look back towards as far as betting records, as far as talking about games, as far as having conversations, and just putting out content. So that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not here to make money off anybody. I'm not here to do nothing. Just love my sports. Love my sports. Love to talk it. Love to smoke. And fucking play music. And if people can't respect that or like that, well, fine. That's cool. Go watch some other son of a bitch on here and then go pay him money or talk shit to them. And I just feel like a lot of times people get on the internet just to talk shit. And just to, because their life sucks. So they want to just trash on someone else's life. And you know what? Hey. And, I only shout out the people that want to be known. Yeah, people get mad if I shout out my man Armando. Well, he's my homie. He's always in this motherfucker. Everybody else that wants to lurk, just, they tell you a view. And some people will say, hey, what's up? Some people will say, no, whatever. Some people will just say, oh, man, this guy's, let me jump out here. Okay, cool. All I've ever done for people is jump in their streams, support them, watch them, do this and that. And, I'm not expecting people to drop their life and to watch all the time I stream because I don't stream on a schedule and I don't have a whatever, and I just do what I do. And at the end of the day, if people don't like it, tough titties, man. Tough titties. Like I said, I'm not here to be well liked. I'm not here to be worshipped like God or a devil or the government or whatever. I'm just here to be a man and have a conversation with other people and kick it and be cool. But, like I said, I'm not forcing people to hang out with me. I'm not forcing people. I'm not botting my shit. But at the end of the day, people are like, man, more people should watch your shit, man. I got over 500 videos, okay? I got over 500 videos in the last 2-3 years. This year will be my 3rd year streaming. And people always say, well, you gotta stream it, to be famous, to get noticed with streaming and stuff. You gotta keep streaming. You gotta be consistent. You gotta put out content, and people will blah blah blah. Yeah, it's not as easy as people make it out to be. I mean, some people do it because they already have a base, or because you go out and you already network with people. But sometimes you have to start somewhere, and everybody starts with either 0 views or 1 view, and then you build on from there. And that's all I care about. If I have 1 person, if I don't have any people in here, I'm still the same person. So, I hate that I have to always say this crap all the time, but I feel like it has to be said. I hate being the broken record, but all right. Delicious. I know I like to ramble on and I like to talk. But I like to smoke too. I like to smoke and I like to chill. So, I'm going to put on some music. Play a little couple jams here and there, and then we'll get into then we'll get back into what we like today here, put together our parlay together, and see what we could do here on the dockets here. So the first song I'm gonna play here, man, we're gonna go that Kanye. We're gonna call that Yeezy, Yeezy and Ty Dolla $ign. Back to Me.
I fell in love with you. We fell in love with you. Guys like us just don't fall the fucking sky, Well, why the fuck? Guys like us just don't fall the fucking sky, Niggas just don't fall the fucking sky.
Cheers, All-Star.
Let's keep zoning, let's keep floating, let's keep moaning. Girl, I know that it ain't over. In the morning, you'll be running back to me. Heart was broken, I am frozen, now you're glowing. This is more than just a moment. In the morning, you'll be running.
This is shit that make rap niggas mad. Them think they cool niggas mad. Bad bitches more bad. You should've bought her more ass. Tell her ad, tell me what we
put nerves on the map, on the map, nerves on the nerves on the nerves, put on the map. Urkel in your bitch. Did I do that?
Beautiful naked big titty women just don't fall out of the sky, you know.
Sky, you know. Sky, you know. And beautiful big titty but naked women just don't fall out the sky, you know. Tell me how you know. I've been searching high and low, and I can tell you one thing: beautiful big titty but naked women just don't fall out the sky, you know. Easy, how you doing, huh? Easy, how you doing, huh? Easy, how you doing, huh? Beautiful big titty but naked women just don't fall out the sky. Just don't fall out the sky, you know. Just don't fall out the sky, you know. And beautiful big titty but naked women just don't fall out the sky, you know. And beautiful but women fall out the sky, you know. Just don't fall out the sky, you know. Tell me how you know. I've been searching high and low, and I can tell you one thing: beautiful big titty but naked women just don't fall out the sky, you know. Tell me how you know. I've been searching high and low, and I can tell you one thing: beautiful big titty but naked women. Tell you one thing: beautiful big titty but naked women just don't fall out of the sky, you know. Just don't fall out the sky, you know. Sky, you know. Just don't fall out the sky. They so valuable. I've been searching high, and I can tell you one thing: beautiful big titty but naked women just don't fall out the sky. And one thing: beautiful big titty but naked women just don't fall out the sky. I'm sad alone. I'm sad alone in a boggy marsh, totally motionless except for her heart. Mud flowed up in her lumps pajamas. She totally confused all the passing piranhas. She's up, she's in my head. She's up, she might be dead. Love lingered last in line for brains, and the one she got was sort of rotten and insane. Small things so sad that birds could land. Is love fast asleep or rocking out with the band? She's up, she's in my head. She's up, she might be dead. And I was living lonely and needed a shove, and I slipped on a kiss and tumbled into love. She spent her 20s between the sheets, and life lived along with subsonic speeds. She's up, she's in my head. She's up, she might be dead. Is this love out of my head? I think so. Is this love out of my head? I think so. Is this love out of my head? I think so. Is this love out of my head? I think so.
Is this lump out of my head here? Woo! And look at this already here. Carlton Charleston putting the number down on Townsend already. 37-22. And like I said, Townsend is a good team this season. Play very well at home. But College of Charleston always has a squad. And today, their squad is showing out in the first half with 3:41 to go. And we got Northeastern putting down the works at home on Hampton. 36-21. Minute 41 to go. And like I said, I loved Houston. Houston's up 14, 34-20 in the first half. Indiana Penn State, however, is a deadlock tie at 29 with 3:49 to go in the first half. Arkansas and Missouri here, pretty tightly contested ball game here. Arkansas holds a 3-point lead here in the first half. And Syracuse is just dominating the Notre Dame. The Fighting Irish have no fight today. That is for sure. They are down 42-16 already in the first half. So there you go. So that's the first half looking here. As far as we got the games going here, you know. And let's keep with the jams.
Took my love, took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well,
President of the United States. California.
I'm in the mountains, they're so beautiful and crystal clear. They scrape the clouds with their top. And the air's so clear, I drink it in, it makes me drunk. I fall down and fall asleep. I dream of some little evil land with twisted, craggly experiences down below the Oregon border. I'm there in my dreams, I'm there in my nightmares, and I gotta sing about it all day long. Fuck weed. You've been naked in the sunshine, you've been buried in the sand, you've been living on the fault line in a chemical plant. And I've been pounding up and down our fire, highway 1 is such a blast. This city is so beautiful. The clouds come out in the fall, and I love to see them back.
And fuck California.
This city is so beautiful. The clouds come out in the fall, and I love to see them back.
And fuck California.
Even on a cloudy day, the sun pokes through at the end to make a little sunset experience, even though you're depressed. Oh, I'm in Central Oregon now, driving my little blue tin can, and I hear green onions. Green onions on the little stereo, and I feel like I'm going the right way, north, north, north. Woo! Yeah! Keep going north, boys! Solid cookie on the outside, pure frosting all alone. And you've been fucking with no rider. She got crabs on your bone. The only good thing about California is the band that I saw. They held their breath to shine supernova. They were playing in a shopping mall.
Give it some Cypress Hill, you know. I mean, that was president of the United States saying fuck California, and I'll blame him. I've been born and raised here, and I say fuck it. So, you know, I'm gonna smoke. You down with a Scooby-Doo, y'all, with Cypress Hill and Be Real, you know. Some California fucking legends, pioneers in the Latino motherfucking hip-hop, rap, motherfucking scene. Now they smoking weed, baby. Let's go.
I remember the time them niggas tried to get me. I ain't having all your hands in the air. The hills driving the Rexy. So let me put my clip in. Watch this nigga start flipping. Why must they always be tripping? Shut up, what up? Who tried to nut up? Drop the gat, grab the shake, the fool got cut up. Why'd you drop the gat? I got hit from behind. Now a nigga like me, I got to go for mine. Break it on, ring. Make your bells ring when you hit that pavement. What a to go for mine. Break it on, ring. Make your bells ring when you hit that pavement. What a feeling, it's on. Crack like a baseball bat. Oh shit, out the boot came a gat. Pointed, and the nigga said you're through. Scooby-Doo, 'cause I had a boy too. Scooby-Doo, y'all. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, y'all. Scooby-Doo, y'all. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, y'all. Scooby-Doo, y'all. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, y'all. Scooby-Doo, y'all. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, y'all. I remember the time them niggas tried to get me. I ain't having all your cats in the air. If you wanna come test me, so let me just run through as I pull up a Scooby-Doo. I got the chills when I see that dead man's crew. I got to get up, let's go, head up, dead up. I'm low like that punk, that's why you're getting wetter. Want me to let up, but I ain't trying to hear that bullshit crying punk. Let me just clear that. Fuck a shot, lick a two shot, lick a three shot. Ran out of ammo, damn, I ain't gonna gang up. Two niggas standing, dirty, underhanded. Find a shit, I'm trying to check my slug, bandit. Now tell me what the fuck are you gonna do when I pull up my Scooby-Doo?
Once again,
We're back.
Cypress Hill, you know.
We're back. It's that big man Cypress Hill, baby. You know what time it is.
Take it down to Cypress Hill.
Legalize it. Legalize it. Cypress Hill will advertise it. Legalize it. Yeah, Cypress Hill will advertise it. Advertise it. What's a man that I don't know nothing about? L-I-L-E. Why? So I stay away from them bumbo clad MCs. Still ain't fucking me with. Why?
Never felt like this, but I smoke blunts like this. People, that's why you pull stunts like this. Cause I believe in doing what I gotta. A lot of people don't understand nada. The mic burns you as it turns to a slaughter. You wanna think about chillin' the fuck out your water. Top dollar, pop collar, niggas, Latin thugs, on my family law winner. Beginners get pushed to the back of the pack, abandoned and left out without knowing just who at the top of the game. But you rock on the name, but one day they'll put us in the walk of fame. They'll call a name to recall the fame. Eventually throw us in the hall of fame. You know what the deal is, you know what the kill is, you know what the real is, you know what my steel is.
What's a man that I don't know nothing about? L-I-L-E. Why? So I stay away from them bumbo clad MCs. Still ain't fucking me with. Why?
One last song, we get our parlays on. Let's go.
Late night on the block of a slinging the rock. Had the hammer on cock if you try taking my stock. It only takes one pop if you want it to stop. If somebody's got a drop, I'd rather not. I'm living numb to emotion, just coasting like I'm in slow motion. You ain't got a notion of what it is to be in the ocean. Red and blue rags flying like flags and held high. Crash coming at you from every side. And some die, a mother cries, a father is gone. Revenge is on the rise. See it through my eyes, another's demise. It's like you're paralyzed, frozen in time, stuck in the mind, walking the path and blind, doing nothing for mankind.
Some people tell me that I need help. Some people tell me that I need help. Some people tell me that I need help. Some people tell me that I need help.
If I could rewind the hands, I don't think I could change. Anger and depression, they had me inflamed. I was the cause of pain of others and missing my brothers. Couldn't bring them back as bad as I felt for their mothers. Little E, Bird, and Stomper are gone, but I could see the faces as I keep pushing along. So many years gone by, I could never deny the many tears from my eyes when my homies had died. Yeah, I wish they were alive and a part of the vibe, but I could feel their presence near as they witnessed the ride. I'm laying back, daydreaming and reminiscing with many visions, thinking about the many missions, questioning many decisions.
Some people tell me that I need help. Some people tell me that I need help. Some people tell me that I need help. Some people tell me that I need help.
Bring it down, what they tell tell me when the bring it down what they tell me when I'm in the venue. So let me set the table, ain't no need to see the menu. I put it on a silver platter, homie, what's the matter? Give you slapper after slapper, fuck a toe tapper. Smoking out the building, yeah, you got the feeling. Came a long way from gang banging to rhyme killing. Time heals wounds, you're needing it soon. There's knowledge to be found in the temple of boom. Let it settle in better than anything that's ever been. Open up the doors and they let you in, you getting in. Elevation comes with the sound of the drums. We all connected, no matter where you're hearing it from. Doors and they let you in, you getting in. Open up the doors and they let you in, you getting in. Elevation comes with the sound of the drums. We all connected, no matter where you're hearing it from.
Alright, man, that was a good one to let it off on here. You know, Cypress Hill, always a legendary group. Cypress Hill. Always in the building. Shout out to my man, Armando, man, aka my man, All-Star, on the fucking Twitch side, man. Check him out. He's got great content. He's out there, great dude, out there representing motherfucking Texas, Third Coast ballin'. You know what I mean? Shout out to my other friends, you know, CPR. He's out here. He does his thing, you know. Obviously, he doesn't stream too much anymore, but, you know, he goes by the name of Crazy Puerto Rican. My main man, Abner. My homie, you know. You know, we my gambling partner, and then also my man Goon. You know, my man Goon out there in Dayton, Ohio. You know, shouts out to them Ohio boys. You know, appreciate all my friends and people that, you know, I call people. You know, some people, I mean, I have to call it like they call it, man. You know, if you're building a team and you want to build a good structure, you have to find yourself good people, and people that have the same ambitions as you and same drive as you. You know, maybe different aspirations, different goals, but you have to have the same motivation. You know, same to try to drive each other to the pinnacles where you know. Most people, they don't have that. They got people that are just driving at them up and trying to eat at or like this, you know. I mean, I hate to say it. It's like crabs in a barrel, you know. People just, you know, people act like we want everybody to be our friends, but the reality is not everybody is going to be our friends. Or they say they'll be your friends, but then you'll find out really they weren't your friend. They was really just trying to, whatever the case may be. I mean, everybody's gone through different situations. I'm not here to just spill the tea or say shit like that. I'm just here to be a real motherfucker. And if you don't like that, I mean, that's why these people up here being characters. They ain't real, but they getting money to pay and talk sports, and oh, they got a better take than me? I think not. You know, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, I'm not saying that I'm better than Stephen A. Smith or Skip Bayless or any of those guys, but those guys, man, I'm sorry. You know, those guys, they have hot takes. Sometimes even very, very horrible takes, in my opinion. You know, like, well, all right, you've been in the game this long, and this is how you gonna put it. Okay. Hey, sometimes people can't set the record straight all the time. Speaking of records here, we look. Let's look at some of these college games right now. College of Charleston over here put up 40 in the first half here, up by 14 in Townsend today here. They're at halftime right now. Second half action, Northeastern leads 40-22 here, so. And then we got Houston leading big now. 41-25 here. Houston is leading by 16 at the half. Penn State leads at home by 7 at the half over Indiana. Then we got Arkansas over Missouri right now by 2 at the half. And we got Syracuse still cruising over the fightless Irish here. Let's just call it that. They're down 20 here. They're down 20, 49-29, as you can see. All right. Western Carolina. No, we weren't going to take that game anyways here. BYU, Kansas State. Do we take BYU today? It's like, do we dare take BYU today? I feel like, like I said, Kansas State is a good team. But BYU, they're ranked 25. So, I mean, to me, it doesn't mean they're terrible here. So, do we take Brigham Young here at even money on the road against Kansas State here? We got Central Connecticut here against Sacred Heart here. I mean, Central Connecticut has been good for us, but man, have they been scary. Man, have they been scary. Oh, that's right, we got Duke. I don't know. I for some reason call me a sucker for always backing Duke. But I'm taking Duke on the road today, plus 135 here. I'm getting plus 135. The game starts at 11. So we got, like I said, we got an hour to make this parlay here or so here. Like I said, we're sticking with, this is college basketball. Now stick with me here, stick with me as we may. We're in the 11 o'clock hour. We're getting the 11 o'clock hour. We're actually in the 10 o'clock hour out here in the West Coast. A little 3 minutes after the hour. So you're 1 o'clock. You're 1 o'clock Eastern. All right. You're 1:03 p.m. I'm 10:04. I'm 10:04. Well, whatever seconds it might be. But I like Duke here today. I'm riding with the Dukies. And Central Connecticut State is also named the Devils. So do we put them on there and hate to say it, the Devils parlay here, but not trying to be the devil, nor do I want to fuck around with the parlay with them. But it's just the names, the team names here. The Duke Blue Devils here. They're also the rightfully the Blue Devils here. So I don't know. Maybe we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that thought. Fairleigh Dickinson, they might get stuck in an elevator here at Lamonier College here. Gardner Webb, they got pretty decent at home. I mean, and Asheville kind of let us down, but I'm gonna stay away from that game. High Point, and Charleston Southern. I mean, they want you to take the under 153 here. I don't know. And Stetson and Kennesaw State, I don't know. Then we got Radford. Interesting one. Radford and Longwood here. What is the over-under here? 141 points here. Um, Alright, I'll tell you. Iowa State, man. I mean, Iowa State's been really good, really good. And they've been very, 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 very tough to beat at home. There's no way I can even try to hedge in the Cincinnati game. I mean, South Dakota State Jackrabbits, do they win here today? Or do we think St. Thomas can cover? +5 maybe? Or maybe, let's see. Can we get an alternate? Can we get an alternate here? Like I said, sometimes I like taking alternates here. Okay. All right, alternate spread here. If we think they cover +2, we can only get plus 6.5 here. We can stretch it to, or we think, hey, it's more closer game than that, and maybe they lose by 2 or less points here. And we can make, if you like it better, -2.5 here. And you got the first half here. South Dakota State goes under 74, and they go. And St. Thomas of Minnesota goes over 70 here. So that's kind of what their thinking is here. So maybe this game goes under here. I mean, maybe we have an under game here. I mean, or maybe we think St. Thomas covers +1 in the first half. Or maybe they're losing. Or maybe they cover by +2. Could be interesting one there. I mean, under 143. I mean, if it goes under 65 here, I mean. Or maybe it goes under 66.5 here. Or maybe under 67 here. Between the Jackrabbits and let's take under. We'll take the under 67 there. So far we have Duke money line here. We have the under first half 67 points between the Jackrabbits here. Or we take the under 43 and with the plus money here. All right, I'm gonna be the skeptic here, and I'm gonna be the guy. We'll take the alternate under 143.5 here with the St. Thomas, and it's plus 105 here. And I changed it up here, and that tends not to go so well for me. So maybe I could change my luck today, and hopefully it not be a burden. So if anybody else is out there here, you got any teams that you want to talk about? Maybe we could talk about how they may do today. You excited for the tournament? What sports you're excited for? Are you a sports bettor? Are you a sports hater? I mean, hey, we can have the conversation. I'm not somebody that you know. So far, like I said, we got Duke, and we have this St. Thomas. It doesn't start till noon o'clock. Oh shoot! Hey, well, we can just throw South Carolina in this parlay as well. Look at that, Duke money line, South Carolina money line. I forgot. Oh, juicy here. I'm not going to say this is my lock, but this is what something I would do here. Today, I can trust Duke and I trust South Carolina. And I trust them so much to put it in this parlay here that I'm taking him both on the money line. Both teams are on the road here against, let's say it, really good basketball teams. I mean, Mississippi's a good basketball team despite, losing to Mississippi State, who's got a tough matchup today against LSU. I mean, do we take LSU? LSU's been kind of on a roll, but I don't know. We'll see when we get there. But I like South Carolina here. I feel like they could bounce back here today here, and we're getting them with the plus money here. Well, we got another one. We got, like I said, a game I like here. Alabama, Kentucky here. Man, I want to take Alabama here today. I mean, I feel like they've been a really tough team. But I feel as though I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I can trust that. And we got 176 points. So I mean, Alabama's put up a lot of points. I mean, I'm telling you, I think the last game they put up 100. Now you're going on the road here, and it's gonna be tough. As much as I really want to take Alabama on the money line here, I'm definitely going to have to stay away from that game. Like, I feel like, and 176, I don't know. I mean, maybe it gets lower than that. I don't know. Oh, Duke's plus 140 now. Okay. All right. Grand Canyon and Abilene Christian here. Jackson State gets Alcorn. Norfolk at Coppin. Texas Tech. I mean, I would like to take Texas Tech too, but boy. I'm just kind of going down and McNeese State here. I mean, McNeese State's got players suspended here. They have quite a few players suspended between both teams here. I don't know. It said 8, so I'm assuming 4 from each team. I'm assuming, or whatever it might be. Maybe the case here. I mean, does that give a team motivation to fight here today? Plus 25 here, Incarnate Word, or do we just say fuck it and we just throw it down on McNeese and say they just blow the doors out these guys here? I mean, it'd be kind of risky to throw it in there here. I mean, but trying to throw a minus one, that is not, and it doesn't help. Unless we think it's just going to be, we think this game gets a blowout and it becomes an under here. Let's do that here. I'm going to side on the air of caution and say that this game stays on a blowout side where McNeese takes care of business, where those suspensions will hurt Incarnate Word, where they just, I don't know. They'll play all right, but they're just gonna, there ain't gonna be no fouls down the stretch. And who knows? Could get screwed on that one. So we got 4 picks with 20 at 22 here. So I feel like Austin Peay at home against Lipscomb here. Very, very interesting matchup that I like. Drake -2 here. Drake -2. I mean that to me, I kind of like that right there. And I'm trying to look at I'm trying to look for something else to kind of throw in here, but it's like, all right. Charlotte -2. I mean, Colorado State here. I mean, I know they. Either way, you bet him here. Bet him on the money line here. That's 40. That's 44.85 here. I mean, Sam Houston. I mean, do we properly? There's gonna win by 3 here. I mean, let's look at Pacific here. I mean, they cover +4 in the first half. I mean, I don't know. We're looking at get to a +10.5. That's as far as we could push it. Full game here. Full game alternate spread here. From 8.5. So. I mean, so basically, you go over 65.5 points here, Pacific. Do we take that here? I mean, I feel like they can. I feel like they're more than able to do that here. And Pacific stays under. The first half, I did. You know, I'm gonna ride Pacific gets over 65.5 points there, and that goes. That helps us there. Look at that. That's 6 legs here. $82.93. That. So. Alright, so let's say we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 1, 2. Okay. I mean, if we wanted to make it a little bit more juicier here, we could throw somebody else in here, but I'm gonna leave it like this here. I'm gonna leave it like this here. 82.93. All right, so we'll show you the bet here. This is our NCAA bet here. And like I said, I took Duke today. 16 to win. I bet $1 to have a possible chance of winning 82.93. Plus my dollar back, so it'll be 83. So if the Duke covers the money line and beats Wake Forest today, which will be we're almost a half hour to the game here. We took the alternate under here in the St. Thomas, Minnesota, and South Dakota State game here. The under 143.5 was plus 105 here. We changed it from the under in the first half. So, and then South Carolina money line over Mississippi today, plus 150 here. We took the under 144 in Incarnate Word and McNeese State, because I feel like because Incarnate Word got players suspended along with Texas Commerce players, I feel like coming into McNeese State, that's going to affect them here. That's going to affect them here, and especially in a game where, you know, basketball is a game of runs and people get tired and you get early foul trouble and all that. And when you don't have guys that can kind of alleviate that here, the game can kind of get away from you. And that's what I'm kind of hoping on, that it's a low scoring affair, stays under that number. Colorado State money line over UNLV. Colorado State almost beat New Mexico. But New Mexico had a coast-to-coast layup at home. So Colorado State definitely needs to get a big victory here, and UNLV needs to get a win here to build the resume. And I doubt they might get into the tournament, but you never know. And we took the alternate over 65.5 points team total for the Pacific Tigers today. And so there you go. All right, so let's get an update here on the college basketball. We'll get into the so that is our bet here. Let's just push that away here, so somebody gets confused over here and be like, what's going on here? Alright. Let's give you an update here on these games here, early action here. Second half. College of Charleston 54. Townsend just scored a bucket, 32. So they're down 22 points right now, Townsend is. Northeastern is handling Hampton right now. They are also up by 23 points here. So kind of a theme here. And look what we got here. We got ourselves a basketball game now. 13:25 left in the first half, or 13, almost under 13 minutes now here. And Houston just got a bucket now here. Houston's up 7 now, but Baylor has really found themselves back in this game to give themselves a chance here. So what was a blowout in the first half has now turned into a real close dogfight now here. You're going to go down the stretch here in the last 13 minutes of the second half. Going to be a great game to watch. Penn State still has a good lead over Indiana by 10. Just about 5 minutes out of halftime here, the second half here. Missouri now leads over Arkansas by 3 here. So another back and forth game here in the SEC between Missouri and Arkansas here. Still got plenty of time left in that one. And don't look now, at least Notre Dame has cut the deficit to 13 at least here. They're trying, but they're still down here with 14. And then we got some first half actions between Albany and UMass Lowell. UMass Lowell is down by 3 now here. Interesting. The Sugar Bears are losing to Eastern Kentucky, the Cardinals, 20-9 right now. And Citadel is up 3 on Chattanooga. Or no, Chattanooga just hit a 3, so tied the ball game up. UMass is only down 1. The Pound Puppies here of Maryland County are beating New Hampshire early on by 15. The Gators are up 10 here in the first half. Western Carolina is taking care of business early on the road against VMI in the Military Academy. Stony Brook is beating William and Mary by 8. So that is it here. That is it for your college rundown here. Let's get to the we're gonna get to college baseball. We're gonna get to Major League Baseball here. College baseball here. That's running here. Let's run the college baseball here, right now here. Give you some updates here. All right, we got St. Bonaventure and Louisville, no score, bottom of the second here. Siena's up 1-0 here, bottom of the second against Appalachian State here. We got Lehigh and Charleston State. Well, that game is about to go underway along with Villanova and Davidson here. BYU and UC Davis here. Bethune-Cookman versus Florida Gulf Coast. I mean, I don't know about that. That's the thing. Like some of these are like, I don't know. Yeah, Canasas versus Upstate here. I mean, kind of want you to take the runs here. I mean, Cornell here, Cornell, Georgia Tech. I mean, I don't know. Fairfield, James Madison. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's a real kind of crapshoot if you ask me. Ooh, you got Navy and Air Force here. I mean, Abilene Christian or Penn. I mean, Quinnipiac, Gardner Webb. See, that's the whole thing about these teams. Like, I just don't. I don't know. Georgia State seems like they'd be a good team. Like I said, UT Arlington here. I mean, you see Irvine versus Tulane. I mean, Tulane should have a good. All right. Sanford, Central Florida. I mean that. Like I said, some of these teams could be just, you just don't know what you're betting on here. Grand Canyon was a pretty good team here. I mean, and that's the thing for me is like, do I take it? Do I take a chance and be like, all right, hey. Take like a Santa Barbara here. I don't know. A little scary there. St. John's. Then you got Sanford here. Damn, 15 runs. Holy shit. I mean, they might be runs. Damn, they have no run lines for that one here. Hofstra. Hofstra and Liberty, I mean. I'm saying a lot of the games. Hmm. I don't know. Let's take Tulane here. I don't know. Let's take Old Dominion too in baseball. I don't know. Someone's just telling me take them here. Boston College. Alright. There's Georgia State here. Quinnipiac. Damn, Navy. But there'll be runs in this game. I'm just saying for the hell of it, fuck it, just take a... Virginia, Merrimack here. We'll take Merrimack. Fuck it, take a Merrimack, and we'll take the Navy here. Fuck it. Leave it like that here. Little six-legger here. Well, that's who I would take here. I mean, am I really gonna bet that? Probably not. As I don't know, it's a little to me, it's a little too risky of a gamble. I mean, it's just like it's just like this here. Like you already get 3 runs, 3-3. I mean, so you got the under right now. Here, I mean, I would take the Reds money line, Mariners money line. Yeah, give me Rangers again on money line there. And Astros. And let's say the overs in this game, and we will take we'll run the Dodgers win by 1.5 there, fade line, and then Brewers and Padres here. Fuck it, take the Brooker. I mean that's where I would lie here as far as trying to pick something here. I mean, I feel like I feel like that there's always got to be runs here. I mean, I know sometimes there's not as many to begin with, but then their runs come. The runs come. So even if we wanted to leave the Giants game off and say, okay, we or maybe you think, okay, maybe we'll do the NorCal SoCal run line. Throw that in there here. The Giants got to win by 2 plus 130. Dodgers got to win by 2 plus 105. Yeah. And then, well, if we really wanted to get SoCal out of here, we just take the Padres. Well, it's a battle of SoCal here with the Dodgers and them here, so that's what we got going on there. So, but that's kind of what I like here. I mean, to be honest, I mean that's kind of where I kind of figure we'll run this here. This will be our play here. I mean, I'm not actually gonna bet this here, but this would be my play. You know, I probably wouldn't bet at all, and probably break it down here. Maybe we would take the Reds, Mariners, Reds, Rangers, Astros in a parlay. That would be a little four-legger money liner here. What I know, depending on what you would do here. Okay, let's see how that would run here. Let's run that fade here. Alright, so that's 16 here. Now if you bet $1 on this one here, if you bet 2, that's 33. You bet 3, that's $50 here. You bet $5, you're getting, when you bet 10, you're getting almost 15. Obviously 20. 25. We get the picture here. If you bet 50 here, you put 100 stack on there. There you go. 100. You put $100 here on Rangers money line, Astros money line, Reds money line, and Seattle Mariners money line here. I mean, I'm not recommending you do that, but I would, do some kind of, crazy parlay. Like if I was in Vegas, I'd put maybe I put $10 on it to make $160 here. Just to see. Or even if you put 5 on it here, even if you put 5 on it to win 84 here, that's still, you're still winning great value here. There's still value in here, even though you put a minus here, but you got the rest of the value with 3 pluses, and boom, there you go. There you go. I mean that's how you do it here. Oh, see, it's 1-1 now. Boston here got a run here. And now Boston, then they got Philly. Philly over here. Motown Philly just took the lead here. 4-3 here on the Blue Jays here. So, that's what we got going on here. That's what we got going on. So until tomorrow, we talked our sports here, about what we liked, what our parlay was. We did a little smoking, played a little bit of music, hung out with the homies, had our little rants and raves. We got it all in today on a Saturday. So take care of yourselves. Have a blessed day, and enjoy the sports day, or just enjoy your day, period. Love yourself.